I just forget to press the go live button. So excuse me for that, just 1 sec. Good morning to everyone. How are you guys doing today? How was your weekend? Please type. Let me know if you are here, if you are concentrate. Hello, Mr. Carlos. Guys, I hope everyone had a great weekend. Guten Morgen. Hello, HY. Hello, Peter. So I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope you relaxed and you are ready to kick off this week. It's going to be pretty much volatile, pretty much volatile week for the next 5 days, because we have central banks announcing interest rates, and that will bring a lot of enthusiasm in the market. So guys, just to make sure you, if you are new here, you know that we do have weekly podcasts. After we finish this session, I will record the podcast for the week and I will upload it on the website. Here is the link. Just to make sure you download it. Good day, mate. Hi, Liz. Just to make sure you download it when it's going to be uploaded, you listen to it, you understand what the fundamental says for the week, where can we shift our focus, where can we be a bit more cautious. Also, you have the option to share it with friends and family to help everyone just keep an update with what's going on in the market. Doesn't necessarily need someone to be a trader like you guys here, but just to have a fundamental knowledge. It doesn't harm anyone, right? So also, if you haven't downloaded the Admirals mobile application, please make sure you do it from your Google Play or App Store. And of course, there is rewarning, just to make sure you understand that trading with CFD leverage includes risk, and we have to be careful. And also to make sure that this content, you understand that this content, it's in regard to general information, and it doesn't intend to provide trading or investment advice or personal recommendations. Good morning. Hello, dobre utram. Hello, hi, Janakam. Guys, welcome. Oh, Mr. Cherry, you appear. We missed you from this webinar. I remember you are with me since the first day, since the very first day. So, and it means you find this content valuable. How is then end gas trading going? I think Rumen and Cherry, they are in the end gas trading. Did you take some profits? How is that going, guys? David, hello. So let's change it to, here it's the podcast. I shared the link with you just to make sure, if you just joined, guys, please look up a little bit high on the charts and you're going to find it on your chart. You go to Admirals website, analytics, and you click here, weekly trading podcast. And I also like to make sure you are you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we upload all the material there. You can find information, recording webinars, also the live trading webinars we are doing here. And please, guys, please make sure you like our videos, and especially if you find it valuable, please keep consistent liking the videos. Thank you so much. So, and really thanks for your support. Let's go back to the calendar. What do we have to deal for today? We had some news events came out in China early this morning. Everything popped out to be so good for the China. So we expect to see the Chinese yuan on the rise, but we don't trade the Chinese yuan for the simple reason the spread is so much and the liquidity is so minimal. So it's not favorable for us as traders, as investors, if we want to exchange our currencies to Chinese yuan and hold them, because we maybe believe Chinese yuan is going to perform very strong, then that's another story. But with leverage, it's not something I do. And I think not many people are doing this. So today's top headlines, we are at Admirals Premium Analytic Portals. Let's see what's going on for today. China's economy grew 3.9% in the third quarter. That's good. China's new slate of top leaders raise concern over economy. Biden pitches plan to refuel oil reserves, but producers are skeptical. Early earnings report worry investors already, but by stock sell-off. Fed set to rise rates by 0.75 point and debate size of future hikes. Boris Johnson's drop out of race for UK Prime Minister, giving Rishi Sunak the edge. France nuclear reactors malfunction as energy crisis bites. It's just the letters are wide, bold, and it's a bit hard for me to read them from distance. Vladimir Putin plays for time as Russia forces fall back in Ukraine. Giorgia Meloni taking power in Italy promises a pro-Western course. Facebook says it is prepared to block news content in Canada, something they've done in Australia, I remember, a year ago. Google in talks to invest $200 million into artificial intelligence startup. Elon Musk's Twitter takeover debt to be held by banks amid turbulent markets. I don't know. Are they going to do this deal? What's going to happen with this deal? Does anyone know what's going to happen? Do you think that they're going to end up doing this deal, or it's just rumors here? What do you think, guys? Job, good morning, Theo, new trader. Welcome to this live trading webinars. Job, I'm sure you're going to find a lot of value like everyone else. And here, just to let the new people know that in this webinar, we do these webinars for you. This is your webinars, and you make sure any question you have, you type it on the chat box. And if I can answer it during the live, I will do. If I have to direct you to a recording webinar, I will do so. Please feel free to ask anything. Without saying more, let's open our MT5 platform. First for today, it's the index. US dollar index, the leading indicator in trading. So what do we see here? Remember, a few weeks ago, we marked this area as a possible minor area of resistance. Then a bearish engulfing up here at this area shows so much strength from the sellers. At this trend line here, it looks like buyers, they try to pick up, but surprisingly, last Friday, bears stepped in here. We were at the break during the live trading. We saw we had this break here, and we initiated some good trades on the pound USD because that was a good, it applies our rules for intraday trading. But then in New York session, we saw the market participants push the price lower and close its bearish engulfing. Now, what can we do today? Today, first, we have to acknowledge that the US dollar is just moving sideways now, right? the reference, and that's where many traders, they get caught by not knowing exactly how to read the market structure. So the reference point in the market, it's this swing here, because this impulse move created a new market structure, a new higher high. This high is higher than this high, right? So this was the move who create a new structure. So this low here and this high here are the most relevant. When the price pushed back to this point here, we expected to see buyers, they stepped in and create a new structure, so we can take this low as the new reference. But we didn't see this happening. We just see the market moving sideways. So this impulse leg, and I want you to pay attention here, guys, this impulse leg didn't create any significant market structure, because it didn't create a significant market structure. It's when we register new highs or new lows. So far, our let me do something. Let's use this one. So far, this high and this low here, they are the new market structure based on the previous information. Now, we want the market, we are bullish here, and we want the market to create a new high. But we do see the market pushing upwards from here, and everything was fine. But we didn't see the buyers keep pushing higher. What did we see? We see the market pull back, and then we expect, let's say, a new higher high. But on Friday, we saw this, let's change the color. Okay, let's leave it as it is. We saw this bearish engulfing. This shows so much strength from the seller side. So what do we do today? Today, we are in too much of doubt, to be honest, because we don't have a market structure to understand where the forces are, who is in control. But and then we see this bearish engulfing candle. So whatever we're going to do, and guys, pay attention to this, please. Whatever we're going to do in the markets today, it has to be with very low risk, because the leading indicator, the US dollar, if we're going to trade, now I'm talking in case we're going to trade let me write them down for you. If we're going to trade, let's say, Euro USD, if we're going to trade Pound USD, if we're going to trade New Zealand USD, AUD USD, if we're going to trade these pairs, and then we have USD CAD, USD CHF, and USD JPY. So, guys, here, if we're going to trade these pairs today, what do we, for those who are new here, one more time, if we are saying that we are bearish on US dollar, it means we expect the US dollar to go down. So the opponent currency, it's expected to move upwards. For this pair, the Euro USD, to move to the upside, it means the Euro is going to be strong to push to the upside, or the US dollar is weak. So you have to understand, if we want to trade this bearish engulfing to the downside based on this information, it means we have to trade the Euro US dollar to the upside, the Pound US dollar to the upside, the Kiwi and the Aussie against the US dollar to the upside, or we have to trade the USD Canadian dollar to the downside, to sell Euro, to buy CAD, to sell Euro, to buy Swiss, to sell, US dollar, to sell US dollar, to buy CAD, to sell US dollar, to buy Swiss, to sell US dollar, to buy Japanese yen. That's how the currencies work. All right. And I know at the beginning, people, they get a bit lost. So understand this. First, the market structure on the US dollar index, it's now sideways with slightly favorable momentum to the upside, because we didn't break the uptrend structure. We're just moving sideways. So if we believe that this it's going to be the beginning of some more push to the downside, then we want to sell the US dollar. So to sell the US dollar, it means the pair of Euro USD is buy, the pair of Pound USD is buy, and so on and so forth. I'm sure it's very clear to everyone right now. So we're going to go to the currencies in a while. Let's just have a look at the DAX. Yesterday, on Friday, you remember we were trading below this low here, and I said we can start looking for longs if we close with bullish engulfing. For those who were on the webinar, you should remember that. Now, the market gapped up there. It's filling the gap now, and it looks like that it's getting ready to push to the upside. So this one here looks bearish. Looks bullish. And we have this target here. Now, if we are an intraday trader on a 5-minute chart, on 15-minute chart, we need to wait to see this higher high like we see here. We have this high here. We have this high there. Let's change the color. So this high here, this high here, we have double bottoms here. So it looks like the market, it can push to the upside. Okay. And the target, it's 2 to 1, 1 to 1, but we can go and retest this area here. Just remember, we are just 15 minutes before 10 a.m., the UK, the London Open. So be mindful with your trading here. Sometimes we just see the market spiking down and then push to the upside. So you have to manage your risks accordingly here. The FTSE, the same, a little bit optimistic, the pound now, the Dow Jones, it's one of the clearest, to be honest. And we said about that on Friday. Remember, we talked about these two candles here. Now we have that type of consolidation on the daily charts between these three candles. But remember, we talked about this higher high, double bottom. We broke outside of this trend line resistance now. It can act as support, possible bounces. And what do we see, guys? We see this bullish engulfing. Someone could enter from here. Entry, stop here, and then target it somewhere here, this area here, which it's a good one-to-one trade. Or for those who want to wait for a better entries on the 4-hour chart, you can draw, this is a nice impulse move. You can draw your fib from low to high, somewhere around 60% or 50%. You can have your your buy limit order. So if the price comes here to get you in and wait for the push to the upside, or if the price comes here to get you in and push to the upside, then your stop somewhere below, definitely. There are two areas to play stops, either below the 78.6 or below the swing low here. Okay, I'm just going a little bit fast because we mentioned them so many times. And I'm going to mention them again and again, so you're going to have the opportunity to learn. Let's go to the currencies, guys. Just to know that on Mondays, because we have more news to say, to announce, and it's a bit, and the markets, they just a little bit try to digest the moves from Friday afternoon. It's like intraday trading. It has to be very, very careful. I'm not saying there are not good opportunities, but I'm saying we have to be a bit careful. Now, with the pound on the daily chart, we really broke the structure. As you can see here, that was our low. That was the high, the low. The market now, it's just consolidating here. So if it's going to push to the upside, we don't know. But remember, on the US dollar index, USDX, we had that bearish engulfing candle. Let's assume that this is a bearish engulfing candle. And if the US dollar is going to push to the downside, it means the pound can push to the upside. So the pound US dollar can show us some strength. Now, if you believe that and you want to trade it to the upside, we said that on the 5-minute chart, we have to see these higher highs and higher lows. We had this higher high, but now the market really is just stalled around this area here. So for me, I will just stay out of this. Also here, it's a minor resistance for intraday trading, this high here on the daily chart. So not much to do. The euro against the US dollar, we had this bullish engulfing on Friday. And if the market can push to the upside, definitely we can see some retest of this level here. USD-CHF. So here we have something kind of unique. What do we see here? We have this, first we go to the weekly. On the weekly, there are multiple rejections around this area, and this bearish candle, it has equal lows here, and it has the bearish engulfing implication from the top. On the daily chart, we had this rejection, and then this massive rejection here. So this is a bearish engulfing, and we can see some push to the downside. Now, is it too early to initiate position? From a technical trading, yes, it is too early because we didn't broke and close below this trend line. But for my taste and per my checklist, I can initiate this trade because I had, and I did, because with very low risk, because I had this bearish engulfing rejections, and really, if the buyers, they were so strong, we shouldn't be seeing this bearish engulfing candle. So probabilities says that we can experience some momentum to the downside. Now, again, is it too early? Absolutely, it is too early. Okay, so when I took this trade, it was the minimum risk possible. Now, let's move on to the Aussie against the US dollar. We are in a downtrend. We are still in a downtrend. That's a point of reference. That's the low. So we had this bullish engulfing here, but the market really, it's in a downtrend. So if this bullish engulfing, it's going to kick in and push to the upside, I don't know. If you remember, as we said, there is a bit of battle within these markets at the moment, because the US dollar, it's in an uptrend. In general, it's in an uptrend. So in general, the US dollar, it's showing some momentum. Temporarily, we see this bearish engulfing. Maybe the buyers, they're going to step in here and they're going to push the price to the upside, or we can see some sellers coming and give some move to the downside, unless we do have change of character with clearly defined lower highs and lower lows on the daily chart of the US dollar index. Until that happen, we can't say that US dollar is weak. All right. So if we're going to do something with the US dollar and sell the US dollar because of this pattern, we have to be sure that our risk is minimal, and we have to understand that this is very, very temporarily. Let me show you a few more pairs. Same pattern with the New Zealand USD. USD against the Canadian dollar. It looks like it's trying to form maybe a head and shoulder pattern. We will see. Nobody knows yet. Very early. That's crazy. What is happening here? The market is just flashing out traders. we saw from this bearish engulfing, now this bearish engulfing. I wouldn't try to get anything to the downside, to be honest here. If pound looks a bit promising to the upside, we broke outside of these levels here, so we can see some push to the upside, maybe, especially if we clean out these highs. Definitely we're going to go to the 5-minute charts, 15-minute charts, and try to do higher highs, higher lows, and buy all the way. Aussie very weak in general, so very mixed picture here. Euro, we said it broke to the upside. It broke out of these areas here, so we can see some, we can find some higher highs, higher lows, and we can get involved. But if you're going to do that on a 5-minute chart, you have to understand that every obstacle here, it's resistant, and you have to make sure you protect your capital. Euro against the Aussie. For a reason, the lines, they disappear from my chart. I don't know why. So Euro against the Aussie, we are in an uptrend. It's been a while. We are buying and buying and buying every dip from here on the lower time frames. The market came around this area here. On the 4-hour chart, we put this bullish engulfing. So for price action traders, if you spot it, well done. And these are good for buys. Very weak, the Aussie in general. We said we had this bullish engulfing here. I don't know if during the London session and during the New York session, the buyers, they're going to step in and rescue this pair. But so far, it's for sale. Oh, Euro against the pound, too much gap. So strength coming into the pound. So we'll see what's going to happen. Anyway, we talk about this pattern now. It's in a lower highs and lower lows. So that's a downtrend. There is nothing here. Gold, it reaches this level here. So from now on, it's too early to talk about that. The crude oil is pushing to the downside. So let's see what is going to happen with that one. And the pound, Australian dollar, already took the high of the previous day. It makes higher high. So this one here, it's one of the clearest for intraday trading, the pound against the US dollar and the Dow Jones, as we said before. So let me go through some questions. Can you please talk more about breakout trading, brother? Definitely. Guys, you have to understand about something about breakout trading. When we talk about breakout trading, there are different ways to define a breakout trading. If I'm trading, let's say on a daily chart, and I want to enter here, let's say I enter here and I have my stop loss there. This is a breakout trading because I enter with the buy stop orders, or I enter in the market. But usually it's a buy stop orders because I want the price to get me in on a breakout of this previous high. Now, that previous high here, if you go down to the 1-hour chart or the 15-minute chart, you're going to see it as, this is the 15-minute chart. If you're going to see, where is this? If you're going to see this area here, that we had so many rejections, like we have here, we have there, we have there, we have there, and we have there. So this is a significant area of resistance, and the market braked out from here. So on the daily chart, it was just one candle. It was one candle like this. It opens there, close there. Yeah. So that was the open, that was the close, that was the low, that was the high. So today, a buy stop from here, it was a breakout trade to the upside. And it's good to do breakout. We all the time, if we don't use limit orders and we use stop orders, we do breakout trading. Okay, it's nothing wrong with the breakout, don't get me wrong, but we do breakout tradings with high probability only if we trade with a trend. It's not highly encouraged to do breakout tradings when we are trading against the trend. Like if you take this pin bar here on a double bottom, that's a double bottom. We trade this pin bar here with a buy stop above here, a stop loss below here. So that's a breakout trading, but it's in a market that it has no direction. It's either ranging or it's a downtrend. Okay, the predominant trend is down. So it's a bit extend to talk about breakout trading just in a session, but at least slowly, please put your questions out all the time. And that's great. You made $480 just from that half second you spoke about the Euro CHF. Well done. Congratulations. That was awesome. It was a trade we talked about on Friday. So well done, Liz. I'm happy for you. Good morning, Theo, new trader in. Job, very welcome. Stick with us, and I'm sure you're going to make it great. Ayabonka, I'm a new trader. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Pavel, half candle and up. Awesome. Darshan, where you've been made? We miss you on Friday. We didn't see your name posting here. Morning, Theo. Will be worth discussing Bank of Japan intervention in USD JPY on Friday, and even earlier today there was a massive rally, 430 pips in 15 minutes. Yes, it looks like that currency pair, it's just out of fantasy. It's just, as I said, it's just flashing traders out of positions because it's in an overextended situation. We're talking about the USD against the Japanese yen. See these guys. See what's happening here. First, we started from there. So every trade, that was an exceptional trade, bullish engulfing within an uptrend. That was a great one. Okay, so if you enter here, you had your stop there. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles in a row with higher highs. It's too much. Okay. Then the market tried to pull back a little bit, blah, blah. Many traders, they start entering here because they couldn't believe that this can be the beginning of an uptrend. A resumption of an uptrend. And when they saw this, there you go. The day traders are the pirates of the markets. Why you say that, Taos? The pirates of the market. So look, day traders, we are trying day trading. We simply trying to get advantage of the price fluctuation that they give us recognized repeatable patterns. So back to this example here, traders, they enter anywhere here, they got flushed out from the market. Why? Because it's an overextend trend. It starts some crazy situation out of here. So when the market comes here, everyone start buying here and there, the market starts flushing out. That's why when you see really overextend trends without normal retracements, like this retracement here, this retracement here, this retracement here, this retracement here, these are normal retracement, but this one here and that one here, it looks like the market really doesn't have any direction. And every time you buy, you have to put your hard stop loss in a position. You don't play with your stop loss in this market now. And if you take a win, take your money and get out of the trade. If you take a loss, accept it and move on. Okay. Good morning. I'm new here. Welcome. We're going to have, guys, please make sure you stick around on a daily basis, Monday to Friday. We have a lot to analyze here. You have a lot to gain from me, from my experience, from my knowledge. And I'm sure you're going to experience some good trading activities. So few people raise hands. Anonymous, talk more on Euro USD, ECBD rate hike, US GDP, when to enter a sell. look, if you want to just enter purely on a fundamental perspective, then you need to make sure your hard stop it's somewhere in a position that it's not going to flush you out from the volatility of the market. Now, that's a very long-term approach. And if you want to do so, this approach, the only high probability predictable area to do it, it's on the weekly chart. For those who want to trade fundamentals, you better use the weekly and the monthly charts. But if you're going to use the weekly chart, sometimes it just takes so much time for trades to play out, and the swap you're going to pay, the overnight fees, sometimes it's really not worth it. Because imagine if you enter, but if you bought here, the market just fluctuated for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about 2 weeks here. So until it's going to take you to break even, 2 weeks plus the overnight fees plus the swaps, then you need another 3, 4 days to be in profit just to break even from all this stuff. Okay. When can you learn? Where can we learn good intraday breakout trading, brother? Liz, can you just please text me a message on Instagram? Guys, there are many questions. I would like to answer them, but unfortunately the time is precious. Just try to text me. Here it's my Instagram. It's Theo Theodorou, and try just to text me there to give you some more information, because really from here it looks like just find me on the Instagram with Theo Theodorou. Okay. All right, guys. So thank you so much for your participations. Again, to the new traders, welcome on board. I would love to see you around and help you become a successful trader. Okay, Liz, please make sure you just send me a message there because here the content it's not that relevant for everyone. So I would like to help you. So please. So if you guys would like to know something, and I cannot give you anything in those 30, I cannot give you everything in those 30 minutes. Feel free to text either at Admirals on Instagram or on my account, doesn't matter. It's the same. Okay. So guys, have a great day, and I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow again at the same time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.